And we're rolling.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back to On a Water Break, the podcast where we talk about everything you and your friends are talking about at rehearsal on a water break. I'm Nicole, and joining me today are Jeremy and Steven. We're excited to dive into what's happening in the marching arts this week. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and follow us. And if you have not, if you have a hot take on a story, send it in through the link in our bio so we can feature you on the show. Do you want me to do that again? That seemed weird.
I mean, if you want
I
to run it
wouldn't
again,
mind.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
my one of my roommates was just walking through, so
Let me pull the sound. There's a lot of like dead air at the very beginning of that audio clip. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to the beginning. And let's go ahead and take two.
Hey everyone, welcome back to On a Water Break, the podcast where we talk about everything you and your friends are talking about at rehearsal on a water break. I'm Nicole, and joining me today are Jeremy and Steven. We're excited to dive into what's happening in the marching arts today and this week. And if you're new here, subscribe, follow us. And if you have a hot take on a story, send it to us through the link in our bio so we can feature you on the show.
Eight off the mat and go.
Welcome to On a Water Break, the podcast where we talk everything marching arts.
Everyone, bring it in. It's time for a water break.
All right, everyone. Like I said before, hi, I'm Nicole. I'm going to be hosting this week. I feel kind of brand new, but again, not so brand new. But we're going to see who else is with us. Jeremy, what's going on, man?
Hey, not too much. It feels like it's been a while since I've been here, but it really hasn't. It was only a couple weeks ago that we recorded our last little bit. It time this summer, goodness, we've
Flying.
still got a few more days till July. We've got a little bit of time left, but goodness, this summer is going by so quickly. We've got competition season less than 48 hours from when we're recording this.
I'm excited.
It's go time.
It's go
Summer
time.
tour is here.
And we also have Steven.
yeah, absolutely.
Dude.
I'm excited. It's been a while. I've been doing the most. I've been doing honestly probably too much. But it's been great. I've been like a part of so many cool things. I've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up like the rest of the summer and then, even looking forward into the winter. So I'm happy to be here, excited to chat with you.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to dive into it with both of you guys. But I just want to let everyone out there know that we do have some bonus content previews that you need to check out. Last episode, Grantees, Jeremy, and Emily were covering like DCI Houston, some major WGI 2026 proposal results, which they dove really deep into. That was some, I don't want to say spicy, but really good stuff to listen to. Also, the WGI opening ceremony information for the casting call, Pride Guard season all around for the month of June, and practical summer training before band camp. We also have some bonus episodes. There's one that was smart visual design with Joey and Kim. So basically, this was originally presented during Guards Closet, so you can run a program virtual workshop, and it has a special bonus episode. It just explores practical visual design strategies, and it's something that someone could actually take something from. So go ahead and give a listen to that. Also, there is Dalton Stout and I are pro tip besties. We have a little pop in on social media sometimes that we do with each other. And we were joined by Preston Copas, Annie Stiegel, and Jordan Fontana. And we talked about different things, practical conversations about writing for their different kinds of shows, college level, beginner level, and a high school level. Just designing for their performers that are in front of you, just building visual programs, and just being achievable, clear, musical, and effective on the field. All right. So I think we should get into the news. What do you think?
I'm ready. I'm first and I'm ready. All right. Well, my news is not great news, but maybe there's something that you as a listener could do to help. Uh, Walnut Hills, Ohio. Uncertainty hangs over the future of their high school marching band as the Cincinnati Public Schools have been unable to provide them rehearsal facilities more than once a week. So apparently, evidently, this is one of, or maybe even the only, like competitive marching bands in Cincinnati Public School District. It seems to be like a decorated program. There's alumni and parent base that are really kind of outraged. But nonetheless, they still only have one night a week that they are allowed to be on their field in their high school now. So maybe as a listener, there's something that you could do if you were to reach out or post or find their page out there, I would imagine on Instagram or Facebook. We'll put something in the description that we can find that folks could go reach out to in order to voice their discontent with the situation.
I find it so, I don't know what the word is, like that this is still a thing that marching bands in their own school can't find a place to rehearse. They do have it once a week, but it's just like they're going to need it more than once a week. And it's probably one of the bigger programs that they've got going on at their school.
Oh yeah, I'm looking. I mean, they've got 5 bass drums, 4 snares, 2 quads. I mean, that's my world, so that's what I know well. But it looks like it's like 100-person band, realistically. Like maybe a little bit less than that, but something around there. So it's a very legitimate and large program, but not given the space to the students. When you really think kind of about the amount of students that participate in a marching band versus the amount of students that participate in other programs that inhibit them from having space to exist, like especially in the like extreme cases like this one, it's kind of crazy. That's so many students that they're like, nothing we can do.
Right. That, and I'm thinking about, well, what's band camp going to look like for them? Hopefully they do have some place
One
to
night a
be.
week.
Right, one night a week. Like it's not band camp, it's band ca. It's just a little bit of something. Yeah. I really hope that they find either space or there's some kind of compromise, because that's basically what every school does anyway, is compromise with the other programs that are operating around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Better compromise is needed here. So, as a listener, we can help. Let's reach out and voice our concern.
Jeremy. Oh, yeah.
Before I hop into mine, I really wish this was just a one-off thing. I'm trying to pull up right here. I can't remember where it was, but just a week or so ago, I want to say we saw a similar situation. I'm thinking it was Ohio, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Where they had a school board meeting. It's like, hey, we're wanting to get rid of our music program just because we don't want to spend the money on it anymore. Which, pretending that like the money spent on it is like you're not let's pretend for a second you don't get anything back for that money, which obviously you get so much back from the marching arts and the arts in general at your school. But just trying to do this and just trying to cut it without anyone else's perspective, anyone else's input. This is why local politics are so very important to go to your town meetings, your community meetings, when you have the opportunity to voice your opinion. Because a lot of times, in order to pass these things or, say, build a data center, these things need to be approved in public by a council of some kind, depending on the region. And these are the times you go up and say, hey, we can't have this. And it's times that your voice will actually be heard in American politics.
Well, I wonder about that too, when programs are being cut. And sometimes, and I am one of those kids, like band was it. Yes, I did a lot, and I did like symphonic band and concert band, and then did marching band. But if that stuff was cut out, all I did was go to school and come home.
Yeah, band was most of my social life, totally.
So what do you do? What do those kids do?
I still don't know what I would do if I didn't. I just fill all my time with band. I just do even more of it now.
That was the only part of the school day that I actually enjoyed going to. Like without that, there's so many kids that would dread going to school just so much more. It'd be rough.
Facts. Okay, Jeremy, you do have the next story, yeah?
Yes, I do actually have the next story, and once again, we're not in the happiest of news stories, but sometimes that's life. I don't know if anyone else has heard recently, but unfortunately, the Blue Devils started, not unfortunately that they started their tour. They started their tour headed off from their spring training site, and very quickly after that start, they had a tire fire, which resulted in a large portion of their bus and a large amount of member items, personal items. As Nicole had mentioned to me earlier, there were members that lost their medals from previous seasons, awards that can't really be replaced. And I'm very grateful to how many people have reached out and offered to the Blue Devils to help members cover new supplies. Because if you're just starting tour and all of your bedding, your clothes,
Brand
all
new
that stuff
stuff.
it's all gone. It becomes really like drum corps is stressful enough. There's so much going on at any moment, and losing half your equipment is just like I. This becomes incredibly like it's already an incredibly
Yeah.
difficult. I mean, the Blue Devils.
Hmm. So, did you say that people have already like donated and given a bunch already to them?
As soon as it happened, or as soon as it was safe to do so, obviously the Blue Devils started sharing information about it. They sent out a few emails. They started on social media a little bit, and not only did the drum corps community start stepping up and really start helping out, getting the Blue Devils tour back on track, but
Hmm.
members of the community in Colorado where they were at while they were traveling, they were like, "Hey, we want to help out," and they've gotten people who were locally located in that area donating and helping out and trying to get things going again. And
Oh,
sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes you got to push the bus to the to the next gas station, which hopefully won't become a real more recurring issue this summer, but
yeah.
it quite literally takes a village sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they had those folks in Colorado to help them out.
Yeah.
Again, something like that happening. I'm glad no one was hurt. Um, that is a huge plus that it was just things and not people. But they will be able to get back on the road and finish up tour. Well,
I'm
start
sure they're
tour.
shaken up by the whole situation. Yes, start tour. I'm sure
Yeah.
they're shaken up by the whole situation, but it it what they're gonna do this summer, I'm very excited to see how they turn this negative beginning into just incredible performances all summer long.
Right on. Awesome. Okay, so we're keeping with you, and you have
Yeah, I
another one
actually have
for us.
one more. Initially started as a negative that is now shifted into a positive. The original show site for DCI Houston this summer, unfortunately, they're having some construction issues and it won't be available when Drum Corps has their show this summer. So it moved over to Katy, the school district over, I think it's about a half hour away from Houston. It's still in the region, in the nearby area, just shifted over to a place we've actually had this show at a few times before. I want to say, I don't know if it was exactly last year, but we've had a few years where Katy School District was hosting the show. And the thing about Texas is whether it's a high school, a professional
Mm.
stadium,
It's
every
always
stadium
bigger.
absolutely beautiful. Like they're all huge, they're all great. Like
Well, the KDISD stadium is not old. It's actually I want to say less than 10 years old, maybe even less than
It's
5 years old,
big.
and
It's
it's
no, yeah,
big.
it's a
Yeah.
newer
What?
stadium. It's a play. We previously DCI Houston has been hosted there. It's an old housing site for this show. They
Uh
just
huh.
moved it to whichever stadium it was going to be at, but they're just
Mm.
moving it back to a site that it's been in at the past. Is all I meant by that.
So I don't know if you all remember this or not, but I know that when this stadium and please sound off in the comments if you are a KDISD member and you know more about this because I'm going straight off of memory and that's not good. But I do remember when this stadium was being built, like it's a multi-million dollar stadium and like people are like, "Whoa, it's gonna be big." And it is big. Like, yeah, it is. So, it's a great facility, and I
Yeah.
think that it would be great, and to have it there, and you won't have a problem finding a seat. Like, I'm gonna put
No.
it that way.
Yeah, I
This
think it's
summer the
got
plan got
12,000
shifted.
seats.
Hundred, how
You
what?
will.
12,000
Yeah, yeah.
for a high
Pick
There's
school
one.
going to be a few
stadium.
more extra open spots on Ticketmaster now that they're going to reopen that.
Awesome. Uh, well, I have the last story. And I think you all are going to be excited about this because, oh my gosh, we are pretty much in every category of WGI right now. We got a winds person, a percussion person, and a color guard person. Y'all, the 2027 regional calendar is live. Okay,
Nice.
and no one could be more excited than. Well, I mean, people are more excited than me. However, I'm just going to say I love to look at this because, it kind of helps me, I don't know, plan my winter. Literally today, I just got 3 different emails about, hey, Nicole, we're doing our scheduling for assignments for judging. Are you free these days? And I'm like, let's do this. Let's jump on winter season. So I'm like, okay, great. So, not that I don't pick assignments according to the regional schedule, just so you know, okay? That's not how I do things. But just to give a little highlight into some things, there are some 2-day events, and there's some regional events, and it is actually coded on WGI's website. I will say they don't denote anything as being like a new place for a regional, but they start as early as February 6th. So February 6, 7, that's when the first regionals are happening. That's 6, 7. Oh, good.
You
I just
walked
don't.
yourself into that
I
one.
know.
Actually, Mark Thurston set you up.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Yeah. So on that weekend in February, I'm not gonna say it again. We have North Carolina, Texas, Missouri, like 2 Texas regionals, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So that's all starting that, and that's the color guard regionals. I'm just gonna give you some highlights into what I know. I'm not gonna give you all of them. As far as the percussion calendar is concerned, first regional is a week later, so it starts February 13, 14, and there's only 2 of those, and it's in Chicago. And then there's one in Corning, New York, and that's a Sunday show.
Mm.
That's got to be new. I feel like I haven't really heard of any Sunday shows or Sunday
Well,
regionals before.
I know we were thinking about going to Corning last year, but it was a long trip and it's an early part of the year, so it's tough to make actually work logistically.
And they've got it. I'm wondering. Well, obviously it's going to be together, but that Corning show is actually a winds and percussion
Oh, that's cool.
regional. So maybe it could make it a little bit more. It'll be a more filled day for
Yeah,
anybody going out for that. So,
that's good.
yeah, go take a look at all of that, y'all. I'm excited to see that that's up, but at the same time, let me see some DCI first before I start thinking about WGI. Okay. Let's not blend them. All right, cool. All right, well, hey, we're going to be right back with some more, and we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Celebrating over 25 years of service, Guard Closet is your one-stop shop for the marching arts. Our team of educators and designers are here ready to help you with anything that you need.
We have a large selection of consignments from award-winning programs and designers all across the country. Consignment is never delayed or back-ordered. When you buy consignment, you save time and money and help other organizations.
Do you need show design and custom choreography? Our designers have years of experience in the marching arts.
Do you need to sell your items and clear out your storage areas? We take in more than 600 sets of consignments each year and return hundreds of thousands of dollars to our consigners for their sales.
Do you need to have your students order shoes, gloves, and other equipment? We can set up a microsite for easy student ordering of a wide variety of items.
Do you need custom costumes or flags? We have a team of designers and consultants who are ready to help you with all your production needs.
Have you listened to our podcast on a water break? Weekly episodes and bonus content keep you entertained and informed with what's going on in the marching arts.
We can help you get everything you want and need for your season. For over 25 years, Guard Closet has been here to help. Check us out at guardcloset.com or follow us on social media.
All right, so we're back. Everyone, it is time for the 60-second tech block.
60-second tech block.
60-second tech block! This is the segment where we put one of our hosts on the spot just to deliver a 60-second tech session on a topic that needs some serious attention from that last run. Our special tech this week will come prepared with 3 topics they think they can talk about for a full 60 seconds straight. No hesitation, no pauses, just pure technical gold. This time it's going to be Steven.
I'm excited.
He has volunteered his tribute, and we are taking that tribute. The topic ideas we have are, number 1, writing the perfect warm-up sequence for your drummers. 2, training perfect technique in your drummers and other sections. Or 3, running the perfect drum corps food truck.
That's all I've got for you. I can talk. I'm very qualified, surprisingly, to talk on all 3. So,
wow.
Well, those first 2 seem solid, and then you got to the third one, it's just like perfect food truck. How do you say no to that?
It's
like,
mostly because I just really like to eat the food, and I've made good observations over the years.
There you go. You know, what is it? I love pizza pasta. However,
yeah, that's going to be my 60 seconds. I'm just there. I'm like, you should make chicken nuggets. You should make chicken patty sandwiches. You
Postcard
should make
pizza.
tater tot casserole.
Yes. Of course. Dude. But, you know,
what do
we
you
all
guys
know,
want?
well, we all know you're a drummer. And I think I would like to know, you know, as a non-drummer, writing the perfect warm-up sequence for your drummers. But Jeremy, what do you think?
I mean, personally, my vote is for the perfect food truck, how to run the perfect food truck. But I would certainly like the adding the perfect predecessor, like set it the perfect.
I may be
both of
oversold.
those.
Let me throw this out. I may have oversold my expertise with the food truck.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, hey, wait a minute. Maybe I can change mine to the food truck.
Well, if the food truck's not quite as perfect, I guess training perfect technique. Like, who doesn't want perfect?
Okay. I actually think the perfect technique is a good one. It's a breakthrough that I had when I was at Colts recently. So if you guys want to hear that one, we should throw that on the clock.
All right. We can do that. Sorry. I'm going to put up my thing here so I can do 60 seconds timer. 60, not 60 minutes, 60 seconds. I'm so sorry. Please don't talk that long. All right, ready? And 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so the idea for training perfect technique is all about getting students to connect the feeling in their brain with the actual muscular feeling of utilizing the right muscles while they're playing or doing color guard with the correct technique. So playing or moving with the correct technique. What I do is I make very simple exercises. Like here's my example for drummers. If you keep your forearm flat on the table, and then you flex your wrist as like straight up in the air as you can, and then just start playing legatos straight from the wrist with as much kind of flexation there in the arm as you can, you'll quickly find that the tip of your forearm right here, this kind of meaty part right there, feels really engaged. And that feeling of engagement in the muscle is the feeling of utilizing the correct technique when you're breaking your wrist playing a drum. So what I've been focusing on, and it works like very well with my students at the upper level, but I think it'll work down there too in high school, is feel the same muscle.
Nice. I was actually trying that when you were talking about it. Like
It's pretty quick to feel. Like if you really flex your wrist up there, you'll
You can
feel
feel
the
it.
top of your forearm really like flex up and engage.
Hmm.
So it's like when you're playing drums, if you don't feel that happening, you're not playing with the right technique. If you do feel it happening, you are utilizing the rect muscles and you are playing with the right technique. So it's not really a question that I need to go answer for my students. It's more of like, okay, well, feel feel it out. Are you using the right muscles?
And that's actually like honestly, if you really think about it, you can do that with like without having the equipment in your hand for your
Mm-hmm.
release hand because you
Mm-hmm.
can feel what muscles are like tightening up
Right.
as well.
That's
Very
the whole
nice.
idea. It's like don't even hold the equipment at first. Let's just like really learn to identify with the muscle first so that then when we're building up simple things with the equipment, whether that's drums or color guard equipment, we can identify with using the same muscle and then building on that.
Yeah. Very nice. You can tech my color guard anytime.
Wow,
I
no one
believe.
said that ever before, and no one should ever say that again. But thank you.
Hey, just I'll leave out the equipment. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
good.
all.
Yeah, no one's using equipment, and I'm just cleaning. Everything is super clean.
There you go. There you go.
Perfect.
Oh, effort. That's awesome. And I think that can be something that can be taken from like everyone can take that and run with it because you can try it on yourself first and then you can try it,
Mhm.
try it on the kids.
Yeah, if you're a tech, figure out what you want them to look like and feel it out for yourself. What does engagement in those muscles feel like? And then that's what you need to learn to train.
Mm-hmm. And I
Do it yourself. You probably shouldn't be expecting your students to do it for themselves.
Yes, I think that's a good prerequisite there. It'd be tough if you can't do it yourself, but
mood. All right. So that was a solid 60-second tech block. And I hope everyone got something out of that advice because it's something that we all needed. But now we're going to switch things up a bit. And it's time to take everyone to our favorite. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
So, really quick before we start this, though, I spent like 3 days about 3 days with Trish doing Philly Pride stuff because we did the Philly Pride color guard together. We like led
nice.
that. So it was just awesome to hear like the Jersey accent from Trish for like days on end. I was like, oh, I miss this. Oh my goodness.
Real.
Right. So with what are we doing? This is the part where, and it says we let loose a bit. I want to say that we just open up and become very transparent about some things that are going on in the marching arts, and you can like it. It's something that you like, and we should be doing more of, or it's something that it's like, why are we not doing this, and why haven't we started doing this now? So, let's see, Jeremy, what are we doing?
So I've got a bit of a two-parter. Part one, it is June 24th as we're recording this. Why have so many corps not announced any information about what they'll be performing for the next 2 months? Like, we've got maybe 75%, if that, of course. Like, the first show is literally, if we're talking scores, Saturday, but it's this week, and so many like I get some groups aren't performing till July, but like, how are you going to build excitement for your show if the season's over before you like the season's getting shorter and shorter and shorter. The time that people are aware of what even your show is getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you want to take advantage of that extra time to build hype, build momentum, build excitement, build something instead of, hey, we're not going to talk about our show, but if you post a video of it, we're going to go to your house and find you, and it'll be fun.
Right.
On the other hand, why are we like? I think I've seen almost every finalist show for this summer so far from YouTube videos. Why are we Why are we recording stuff? Like going to events, Force announced, hey, due to legal reasons and for other protective reasons, we would really like for you not to record the show and post it anywhere because we don't perhaps have all the copyright issues covered because copyright.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. Maybe that's what that is.
That is kind of
Like
what I
part of
understand to
them
be
just
the
saying,
case.
"Oh, I want to be special. I want to be low." Like there's goofy reasons certainly, but there are
Mm-hmm.
legitimate reasons. Copyright. We've seen sometimes that back in the day when they released a DVD of the shows, some sections of the audio would just be cut out because, of course, by finals the approval didn't come through, and they just had to cut that audio from ever being re-recorded, which is
Yeah.
It's interesting the way it works now. My understanding from when I was at spring training recently is that sometimes corps can't release their own material, but if someone else were to record something, they aren't really in control of that. And there's oftentimes maybe differences in copyright restrictions for their ability to play something in real life versus their ability to like put it out on the internet, and then it can be perceived as like trying to make, business out off of other material.
That's a really interesting perspective that
That's
I
it.
also not thought of from that angle. But yeah,
I still think though, like, because it was going to be my water review too, how the cores respond when inevitably their stuff gets leaked. It's like, guys, what are we doing?
I mean, it's going to happen. That's the thing. It's just like, okay, we're going to have friends and family. Well, guess what? Those friends and family all have iPhones or, smartphones, and they're all going to be like, oh, I'm going to record you. Oh, okay. Yeah, the majority of people have social media. Okay, so this is what we did today. So I'm going to go and put this up on social media. Whoops, we got leaked.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to be a fan of just thinking like, hey, that's the way the world works today. Like, if you're out here and your rehearsals aren't under lock and key, then someone could be there, and if someone's there, they might record it and they might upload it. There's really nothing you can do to control people. So,
right.
Unless you're rehearsing in a dome in a box somewhere, like you're outside, it's drum corps, it's marching band, like the sound is going to emit beyond the stadium, which is kind of all of the activity, I feel like. But you can keep secrets so much, especially in the day and age where everyone's got a dozen cameras attached to them at any second, and at any moment anything can be filmed.
Right. Understandable. I get that. Yeah. I've been to, or I've seen those the signs that are like right outside of a stadium that says, you know, um no cameras past this point, for a drum corps before. I've seen that sign up, there's no recording past this point and things like that. So I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I'll certainly, the course says, hey, please don't take any pictures, video, audio, what have you. I'll personally respect that.
yes,
There are a lot
that's
of
what you
people
should do.
there's expecting every single person to follow that standard is a very high standard to expect the general public to be held to.
Right. But then on the other side of things, like where you were saying, like, okay, you're not releasing this. And what if it's not because of copyright issues, but you're trying to keep it on like the down low, as the old folks used to say, like, again, 48 hours, TikTok, release something,
Well, here's my perspective too. I think that I think about it usually in context at WGI, but it's probably true in DCI too. I think of it as a big popularity contest. Like, the judges are just people as well that are on the internet, that are watching the videos, that are watching the scores from the other competitions throughout the winter. And it's like, you want to go out there and you want to put content out there that makes people like you, that gets them excited to see you, that makes them think you're good. Because, if you don't, other people will. And then you'll show up and everyone will be excited to watch others thinking that they are the best, not thinking that you are. So it's like, what you have to do is you have to, and you should want to share your stuff on the internet so that more people can watch it. Like, the live performance is great. It should be as good as it can be, but you should also want to share content out there where everyone can see it.
Right. I know that it's hard. I try to avoid, if I see that there is a piece of a show that I'm going to see, like at an assignment that I have, like in the following weekend, and I'm like, I tried to, no spoilers. I try, but then again, like you just said, everybody's putting it out there. So I get it.
Well, I won't spoil Colts content. I know that you guys are definitely going to get Colts content soon, if not probably by the time this comes up. But I will definitely say that I know that the Colts drumline is very good. You guys are really going to like the Colts drumline. Especially TRB. They're great. So, nice.
All right. Okay. Well, Steven, this is going to you now. It's your turn. What are we doing?
Yeah, that was tough because Jeremy, yours was basically going to be mine, but a different one that works for me, I think, is like I'll look back at my older self, and there's probably plenty of people marching now that could hear this one. I don't know how many people marching listen, but what are we doing disrespecting admin? Or, I don't know that I was ever disrespectful, but I didn't like explicitly respect admin. I was like, they're here to make sure I'm following the rules. But like as I get older now, I'm on the other side and I'm hanging out with admin, whether it's like the people that are closer to my age that are like doing a lot of really important things to help run the Corps, or even talking to like a director either at United or elsewhere, Bush or Colts or anywhere. It's like, wow, these people really understand what they're doing, and everything they're doing usually has good reason and is very thought out, even if like as a member you might get chewed out for something and be like, what, why? It's like, I get a little older, and then I come to realize they're very thoughtful people up there, and oftentimes it's like a thankless job. So what are we doing not, giving credit where credit's due, I guess?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And sometimes it might feel like they're going after you personally or something, but they're just trying to do what they can to make everyone better. And there's so many performers, and there's only so many admin and staff to try to bring out the best in everyone. And it's a hard, like you said, it's a hard, thankless job, but they want to do it. That's why they're there.
Sometimes it's even more than like trying to just bring out the best in everyone. It's like, well, we need to make sure that this organization is sound. And like there's times where that might mean you don't get to do what you want to do, but you have to do things to make sure that the organization is sound. And it's just I didn't really get it when I was younger. I'm getting it more as I get older.
Yeah.
Has everyone completed their safety training? It feels like dumb paperwork, but it's so
things like that.
That's important.
Moving.
And those trainings are also way better now too. That's a cool side note. I don't know if people that are not teaching are aware, but those trainings are a lot better now than they used to be.
It's been slow, but they're getting better and better every season.
The one thing I like is that they used to be kind of for generic sports. Like they were just for chaperoning generic sports. And now like the scenarios are very marching arts specific. And it's like, okay, the time that you dedicate to going through this is reasonable. If you didn't know the answers, you actually should definitely study up.
Yes. And if you, I feel like it's a lived experience to know like the right answers to go through.
Many of the answers felt simple if you've been there and you've done that, but it's like if you were to not know, it's not like you're going to go do a test and it's like talking about like being at a swimming pool and like the dynamics of coaching people there. It's like, now we're talking about splitting up the gym by age and by gender and making sure that the locker room is split as well. That's that's like legit. Everyone should be on the same page about that and know how to do that.
True.
It's been really nice seeing it shift from like, we'll talk about the basic first aid stuff. Here's a little CPR. Here's if you get a cut, what you do. And now it's like, your student is suffering from this specific mental health issue. What do you do for that? It's like, that's actually stuff that would be relevant and helpful to be in my teaching toolbox. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that stuff's a lot better now.
So
what are we doing, Nicole?
Yes, I'm gonna do my what are we doing, and it is a plug as well. So what are we doing? Not signing up to get interest form or interest going on the African American Legacy Corps that's happening in 2027. I get it. It's 2027. We're in 2026, but before you know it, we're going to be right back on this field again. And this is a once in a lifetime thing that's happening. Silent Command is one of the people helping or one of the programs that's helping to get this out and get it going. We have never, all the alumni corps are coming out. there are not alumni corps from the older African American corps that used to be, on everyone's corner way back in the day. And I'm talking like before my time, which is obviously before your time, both of you. And so this is also, I want to bring this up, and everybody's like, oh, it's an African American legacy drum corps. So can I be white and do this? Yes, you can. You can be Asian. You can be whatever nationality. It's about celebrating, the contribution. So that's why we're doing this. So definitely, if you have, anyone that who is a part of it, like me, we'll put the QR code in the comment section, or not in the comment section, in the description of this episode. Check it out. See what it's about. I'm going to be on staff. Ricardo's on staff. And there's a lot of people who are on staff with drum corps right now who are going to be on staff with this drum corps in 2027. So please make sure you're checking it out.
Awesome. If you need help with bass drumming, I know some incredible bass techs that probably would be interested. Folks that
give them the QR code. Yes, definitely give them the QR code. Everyone is welcome. So great.
Awesome.
So I think it is time for the next section, which is
everyone, set your equipment down. Gush Go.
Now that we have gotten that stuff off our chest, I feel like I'm above. I mean, I'm not above. I'm not above anything, okay? Just gonna let you know that. But I'm just ahead of the curve on like cues. But now that we've gotten that off our chest, we're going into our Gush and Goes. Welcome to the Gush and Go. This is the chance to gush about something that's going on in your life. It can be marching arts related or not. But like you can just be a little braggadocious. It's no negativity here. We're just gonna give you some hype. So I will go first. So because I was like, hey, so with the new move, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but like for the past 3 months, like I moved to Pennsylvania at the end of WGI. So like literally during WGI, I went to the first day, saw a lot of people, saw a bunch of guards. Second day, packed up the truck, moved the truck to Pennsylvania. And by the third day, I was in Pennsylvania sitting in front of Flow Marching watching World Class Finals. Okay. Then after that, kind of hit the ground running with different things. Went to my first music conference. I work with Fruhoff. So that was my first music conference. And then after that, I spent a very long time like working alongside Jeremy with Philly Pride 365. And he has created this enormous like thing with, Philly Pride. And they have 1,000-foot long pride flag that they bring out, to different places when they're doing like their flag raisings. So I went along and I did that with him. I have accepted a teaching position at Eastern University, which is a small college here.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm starting to do that. They're like literally in the toddler stages. They haven't been around for like 5 months. And one of the biggest things that we were talking about when we first got on here is just like, yes, I love that all this stuff is happening and, it's great. And I'm just really excited to say no to some things and
you have to
back
learn
off.
to do that. I still haven't learned to do that either.
It's one of the hardest lessons you'll ever learn. But I'm excited for that because there are some things that, you have to be like, hey, this is in line with me and for what I want to do and where I want to go and where I want to be in life because I'm still judging. That's not going to go anywhere. But, there are some things it's just like, okay, yes, I will do this, but, I'm going to have to say no to this. But also, too, I'm one of those people, it's just like, just because I say no to it doesn't mean I don't know someone who can, So I'm always going to, like, shine that opportunity in someone else's, like, on someone else so that they can do that. So that's what I'm bragging about. I'm excited for alignment. Yes. Jeremy, what are you gushing and going about?
and the regiment had their community performance at Northern Illinois University. I am like a half hour away from there, so I had the privilege of going up to see the Phantom Regiment live in uniform for the first time in
Nice.
2026, performing their show. I'm sitting here like, how do I say it? 2024, they were absolutely incredible. Last year, they took it up a notch. First note of the show is probably Triple F, and they just start right in your face. Everyone's going. It's a very exciting show. It's a very ambitious show. They're really going for it, and the performers are really standing up to that challenge. Obviously, it's June. There's a little bit of dirt to be cleaned up at this point, but I cannot wait to see where they are in a few months from now. The direction this organization has been going, especially post-COVID, has been so exciting, and I can't wait to see what they do. I know, I talked with Tony. Tony was on here with us a few months ago, and I can't wait to see him again and be like, "Hey, y'all are killing it. It's awesome. It's great."
This is the alumni corps, or is this the?
This is the 2026 the regular Phantom Regiment.
Okay,
Check out the alumni corps a little bit. Lots of fun show. Like they take you down they take you down memory lane. There's what 70 years of Phantom Regiment now this season, and
wow,
they really do a tribute to so many of those years. I was getting to see them initially. Most of the alumni corps, like they're regular adults. They've got their own lives. So many of the members just haven't had the opportunity to come in yet. So a lot of corps members did get to come in, but when they're in Indy and the entire horn line's there, and I cannot wait to be in Lucas Oil, just sitting there having my face melted off. I'm so excited. Phantom Regiment has done so many memorable shows in the past 70 years, and goodness, they've only got a few minutes to highlight each little bit, but it's a good one. It's a really good.
I've been seeing a lot on social media about people, members who are going back to do the alumni corps, and like how emotional it is for them, and how they draw it back to the years and they marched. And it's just like, I didn't live that with them, but you feel it for them, and it's just, I can't wait. I think it's gonna be cool.
Something about hearing Elsa's procession from both your plans. It brings out some different kinds of emotions. Let me just be way.
Yeah. Oh, Steven, what are you gushing going about?
Yeah, my Gush and Go is going to mostly thank my employer for, giving me plenty of opportunity in life, probably too much. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I really asked for an inch, and I've been taking a mile lately. I've just been doing a lot. I was out there at Colts for 2 weeks, splitting time with work and with Colts, which, even shout out to them for allowing me to not be totally present in rehearsal while I was there. But we still got very good, outstanding bass line that's super fun. But as soon as I got home, I had to hit the ground running and get back to Eagles Drumline. Was doing the Barefoot Country Music Fest on Sunday, and then tomorrow I'm going to be playing at FIFA. Honestly,
wow.
Yeah, my
FIFA's
boss
here.
Honestly didn't really want me to take off another day at this point. I've been taking off so much, and I'm going to have to take off more in a couple weeks to get back out there. But, they ultimately let me get through there, so shout out to, life and my work and the universe for being flexible enough to allow me to do a lot of really cool things.
Heck yeah, universe. And you know what? Be glad that Mercury is not in retrograde. So.
God.
He's like, I'm done.
That might have done me in.
Not yet. Not yet.
A drum corps flavor Gatorade, Mercury and Gatorade.
Yes. Awesome. Well,
every summer, I'm like, okay, summer's coming. There's this. Be prepared. And then every time the rug comes out, it's like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Everything is just constantly going, that never a moment. But we got this. We got this.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Hey, it's called Gush Go, not Gush and Stay. Let's go.
Great. Y'all, if you have a question or you have a good topic to talk about, send us your What Are We Doing Gush and Goes and your news stories. You might even see that your stories or what you're saying is going to be featured in a future episode. So check out the link in the bio and submit your form. I want to say a special thank you to Jeremy and Steven for popping on tonight and just like giving me an hour of your lives. And because we don't know when this is going to happen again, especially not with this crew. We don't do this very often. And spending this time with us today. So do you guys have any shout outs that you want to give to the people that are out there right now listening?
I'll be back on Monday with my usual crew recording our next session. So I'm ready to go. I'm all good. It's been exciting. It's been a minute since the three of us, since I've had the opportunity to talk with you guys on here. We originally, it was like such a small group, and now there's just so many different people, so many different hosts. We're all in different little pods working together, and there's so many different people to work with. It's so cool.
It's so true. Steven and I go way back, and it's just like, oh, hey you, hey buddy.
Tapping back in.
I do want to give a shout out to Jeremy Williams. He couldn't be here tonight. He was actually going to be button pusher, I guess you could say, but he's got a headache and he wants to be with his son tonight. So we were like, hey, yeah, go do that. Go be a parent. Also,
I can press buttons too. It works out.
Right.
I'll give a shout out quick to TRB and the Colts Drum and Bugle Corps. We were talking earlier about corps that I don't think, posted a whole lot yet. I'm pretty sure as of recording, there's not a whole lot out about what we've been up to yet, but there's going to be soon, and I think people are going to like Colts a lot this year. If at the very least, you will certainly like that bass line if you watch them. So you got to make an effort to come see them. Shout out to TRB.
Yeah, you heard it.
I was a huge fan of their performance last year, and I'm so excited. You guys have been quite close-lipped about what's going on, but I am so excited to see what you guys are up to.
They've just been in the oven just cooking. That's really all it is. We've just been in there, we've just been working, and you guys will see very imminently. But it's a great drum corps and very good percussion section this summer.
Let them cook.
Let them cook. We're just out there cooking in Iowa.
Oh my goodness. All right. So basically, I just wanted to let you all know again, one more thing. We actually have a YouTube channel, so you can go subscribe with us there. Before you close out of your podcast listening app, go subscribe, write a review, tell a friend about us. Follow us on social media at On a Water Break, and we'll see you at the next rehearsal on a water break.
The On a Water Break podcast was produced by Jeremy Williams and Christine Reed. The intro and outro music was produced by Josh Lyda. To learn more, visit lydamusic.com. And until next time, thanks for tuning in.